good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll start on the ground with Barber, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Hey, lock it.
They'll set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Ready?
On first down, Nix. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Hey, orbit. Get it.
On first and 10, Nix eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
91. Watch twist. Hey, Haywood.
To throw on 3rd down. Nix going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd down now, it's Campbell. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Ready? 60 or. Look at me. Go. Hey, team 6. Shoot. No.
He'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Strip that ball. Tighten up. Any weapon. Yeah. Mike 58, right there. Ricky. Check 31. You got tight. Big grip.
Barber on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 at the 19.
General West.
Hey, alert 3. Show it up. He's coming. Double up.
First down, they go with Barber again. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Hey, Delta. 55's my guy, 55. I got to go.
Looking to throw on second down. Nix, quick hitter here, it's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Nix. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
On the ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix. He's going to rifle one deep left. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
On second down, Barber. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Down. 70. Indy.
They'll try and run here with Barber. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. On first down, Barber. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Looking long for Westbrook. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo! Under 10, under 10, 10. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
Operating from the gun, Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Check 3, check 3. Check. Hey, Foxtrot. 5.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 52. Slam. Topper.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 53's Mike.
Ready.
From the gun, Nix. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
High 7.
Looking to throw. Nix. He's got the connection to Cooper. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Check. Begin.
On first down, Nix looking for the hit. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
31, Giants 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a give running right, Barber. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Switch.
On 3rd down, here comes Barber. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, exit. Yep. Yo, faster. Hey.
Hey, Mike's 50.
Now.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
On the set.
Mike 55. Big stop.
Protein spill. Hit it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 36.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready.
55. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
Speed grip. Speed grip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
18 Gator.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Shoot. We ain't giving them nothing.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's at the 50. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On third down, Barber. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Check 55, Mike. I got you. I got you.
5.
Following the fumble recovery, Nix. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. In for the score as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Nice, sweetheart.
They'll run on first down. Campbell. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll hand this to Campbell, running right. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Let's get it.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Check my 50. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here.
Shoot.
On second down, it's Barber, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running is Barber. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer.
Giants 13. Albert Rosas to kick off for the Giants.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Come on. Sponge. No. Alert flare.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
That's what I'm talking about.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a loose football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. On first down, Barber. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. A carry for Barber. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Rosas good with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down, because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Ready? Let's go to bench. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Not here.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl. But they have to win next week after winning this one.
Today's final score, Panthers.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.